Hey people, YouTube hit my other channel yesterday and a couple movies and accused me of being a violent criminal organization. So I'll be down for a week on there. My other channel's strictly educational magic. So I woke up yesterday morning from a dream, and the angel was teaching me the English language out of an ancient dictionary. And so this has been going on for about 5 years. The first time I was at my fishing hole waiting for the sun to come up, sleeping in my truck, and I woke up seeing this here, and he was pointing and trying to teach me how to read this. And so this is the first time I had ever saw this, and I had to come search and see what this is all about. But this is Solomon's seal of the moon. So after that, it happened a couple of times in the Hebrew, and then after that it started happening in Greek. It was teaching me how to read the Greek. But this last time it was English. It was strange. So I know what caused this. I was searching words, and I had run up here to "How you have fallen from heaven, Lucifer," and it says there's the key of the Nippolit, NPLT, the Shami's Hill, HILL or EILL, is their spelling for Lucifer. And I was reading this just before I went to sleep. But there was a couple other words that come before it. But the one I woke up on that I remembered was Lu. And the angel was telling me that Lu means portion. And I didn't get to read the rest of it. It was pointing in the dictionary and telling me. And so I just woke up and I Googled Lu, meaning portion. And so this is where I come. Lu is an old card game, which the winner of each trick or a majority of tricks takes a portion of the pool. And so the game's played with 3 cards, 5 to 9 people. Each get 3 cards, and you play like spades or whisk, and so everybody that wins a trick, you got three winning tricks there. So if you win all 3, you take it all. If you win 1, you take a third. A lu is a portion of a third. And so this come from old Lannerlu was the name of the game. So you don't find this anywhere in any dictionaries. I appreciate the help that comes from the dreams, but I figured out what several words meant when I looked into this a little bit. So a lu, we say I'm going to the toilet here in America, but the proper name for that, the lavatory that you dump in, is called a lu. And a toilet is actually an ancient word for the toil of et. Et is the feminine, the woman, and where she toils is we do it in the bathroom now. It's where she tries to make herself look beautiful. Her toil et. The toilet is what we call the bathroom. So that would be why them ancient Egyptian women wear that toilet on their head. You can see it here in these crowns of lower and upper Egypt. The lower is the toilet and the upper is the turd. I'm sure that was a private joke in them flushing their turds up the river down to where Lower Egypt had to toilet, had to make it look beautiful. you can see here that the toilet is the act or mode of dressing. Or it could be a dressing table. Something the girl would stand up on while the girl helped her with the bottom of her dress to make sure everything was just right. And this is all the way back to Egypt. A house, if you had 3 houses, it was houses of Per, and 3 houses is Peru. Your third house is Peru. And so you could write that like these 3 N's in a row. It would be read new. Your 3 R's is Ru. The first is Ra. The second would be Re, as in again, re-up. And a third would be Ru, a third. And so you would go to the loo and drop a third. So when they refined this Egyptian language, it was just spelled L-U. And so L is bind, or of, means of. Your M is your mother, you're from, and L is your father, you're of. And so Lu would be of 3. And so of 3 is the third. So I'm going to read this whole chapter in another movie. It'd get too long for this one. But it's got a couple good words here that that'll get you. The porcupine is a Cupid, Q-P-D. Cupid, you know, he shoots his little arrows. The porcupine, and sweep it with a broom. I'm talking about the witch here, to the hat to collect. I'm going to read here in the beginning of Joshua a couple lines here. I'm going to read down to this word here. To your territory. And this is the word that I've been working on for a while and couldn't quite figure out, and I finally got it now. But this gablum is actually the G-V-U-L, the gavel come. And it's the smash. The smash was the old word. They said it was the sun. But it's the smash, yea, the gavel come. It's then the gavel come, yeas. And so that's what they mean, is it shall be. The smash, yeas, the gavel come. And I've been working on that word for a while, trying to figure out exactly what it was. But that's what it means by become. When it becomes law, yea, the gavel come. The yeas have it. And so that's also real similar to that word that starts the in Genesis 1, what I've been calling the wage to make the work. And so it tells me that it's starting here. It's just they're in the courthouse, and it's to yea, Y-E-Y, to yea, and that's how they come up with this. And it came to pass. And yea, how many nays do I have? How many yeas I have? The yeas have it, and it comes to pass. This is a new law. So this starts why they. Why. W-Y is like W-Y-E, Old English for a question of who or how. And so this would be read, how they gyro. Starts with A, it reads backwards. How they turn around. From what? Somebody who's deaf, you know, who's mute, you hear them say, what? What? How they turn around from what? Mos Ovidiu, the Y word, AMR is the word, the question. How they turn from what? Mos Ovidiu. So Ovid, this doesn't have the vowel point in it. And so this is a V, O-V-I-D. This means sheep, Old Latin for sheep. How they turn from what most Ovid, most the sheep, most serve you to question. And so if it has a vowel point in it, it's a B, but if it doesn't, it's a V. And so that's Ovid, O-V-D, Ovid. And so you can see three words in here meaning sheep. The mutton is the sheep. And this Moshi, you'll find this at least one spot in the Bible giving the meaning sheep. Ovid is sheep. So these words probably come from somebody trying to translate this, and they knew in this first line of Joshua, talked about sheep, and they trying to pin one of these words on the meaning, and so all three of them got the meaning of sheep in different places. So your followers have turned and they're starting to question you. And so this word for question, to yammer, is to rhyme with this other word, to lammer. And so it's you law. A words read backwards. Divine power, L-A. Divine knowledge. And so sometimes this is old. The old, when you're old, you bind knowledge, you learn. But you law, and this reads backwards and forwards due to this. It's O-S, as, W-E, as we, and then J-E-W-S. As we Jews, O, to see. As we Jews see, been none, N-U-N, when, N-U-N-U-N. It's backwards and forwards. Been none when from short. Your law, as we Jews see it, has been none to short. Most lammer, to most saying. The most L, the tongues of the word, most of the words. Your law has been none to short, the way we Jews been seeing it. Most Ovidii empty and outcome. Most Ovidii, most your services empty to outcome. Over tender, T-A-N-D-R. Over tender, make they redund. That's where your word redundant come from. It's no longer needed, no more useful. These eat, eat doesn't necessarily mean to food in your mouth. You'll see in the New Testament it says, in the Old Testament it says, and eat the words off of this scroll. Eat them and consume them. Read it and understand. And these eat and clamor home, and K-L-M-O-H-O-M. These eat and clamor home. Clamor is a loud and confused noise. Then on the way home, they're clamoring, talking about it. These old share, X-R-A, to share ears, and they talk about it. And they raise Iconnoton. They raise Iconnoton. I am the giving. The icon of the giving. The Iconnoton. Oh, Akhenaten. This is the Aten. The icon attain. Remember Obama with that I can. Yes, I can. He was throwing a little magic in there. The I-10. And the I-10 is giving. He's out here with his cup collecting what the I-10 is giving. The I-10. You see this symbol in your Christian churches today, the Ovid I-10. This is the Ovid, the I-N-D, O-V-D, the I, the O, in the delta, the Ovid Aten, the I in the D, O-B-D, obey, the I in the D, Aten. And it's in all your churches. The Ovid Aten, the obey, the giving, These share the arts, or share ears, raise Akhenaten, less loving his rule. They're not liking your rules so much anymore, and they're going back to Akhenaten. Column of fuse, raised to dark, cup. From clog, the regal cuss. And that's a word that gives you a hint that this reads backwards from this. The clog is the foot, gets stomped down. And the regal cuss. And so this final M is a S. And it means the same thing, to give from. Is the same as the OBD. The B is a N, whether it's a V or a B, just pronounced different. But I know this is cuss because it has to rhyme with the bottom. The column, fuse, raised to dark cup. From clog, the regal, the royal, cuss. Into looks not too kosher. Through in riddle, this muss. So this is from the Mud Bar, and it's full of meaning, and it's the title for the book of Numbers. You can see it here in Mud Bar, BM, DBR. From the Mud Bar, if you ever live on a river, you know that after a flood, them pretty sandy beaches are covered with mud. From the Mud Bar. And dibber is the tool you use for planting the seed. From dibber. From the Mud Bar, we lovin' when these the wad so it reads backwards and forwards. The water in the near. If you're down on the Mud Bar, you can water your garden. Is right close to the river there. The water in the near. The Godel, near it report. N-E-R-T, near it report. So this Godel is the foot through to bind, or the lift through wheel. The Godel. And so you can see that they say it means big or large or great. But its root word is the Godel, G-D-L, the Godel. And so they'll sometimes give this the same meaning. But Godel is to twist. So this is the Godel. And it's to lift through. To report. Live through in the report, what comes out of it. Ancient Archimedes screw is called. The Godel, near it report. The culture, the chatties, what they talking about. So the culture, the call is not all. The call is a select group. They're just the ones you call. The share. The select that share is a culture. The culture, the chat is what that culture's talking about. So what the culture's chatting about is wood, from Ye's. Read it backwards and forwards. M-Y-E-Y and M. Would Ye from, or from Ye's. The foot through, the lift through will from vow the smash. Yea, the foot in walks. The foot in walks. The gave will come. The gave will give from. They're enlarging their territory toward the west from the vow of the sun, where the smash happens. So you have different names for the sun. And here in the morning you have the mist. The mist. And then the mist is gone after noon. And now you have the smash coming down afternoon toward the west. And here you got a guy with his arms up in the position of Ka. And here's a life in his arms in the position of Ka. And he's holding this net. And this looks like a Chet R here, the C-H-R, the catcher. And he's the catcher to keep the sun from smashing down. So this is the first page after the end of the Torah, the first 5 books. This is the first page it comes up. And if you read on down some, down to 8 here, it says, is the law that some make from use to cipher the Torah. These from pick we get into the Jums and Lily. Of man to some are lost what? Cackle. Cackle is the stars. And then this next word reads backwards and forwards. In what give the cut connect into keys as the tax leech take the cord, rock, cause to skill. And what they're saying is that the sky's changing again, and to decipher the Torah is changing again. So all through the book that does this talks about how to change your knowledge to go along with the new sky. All right, I'm gonna cut off here. Good day.